I wake up before the sun. The tatami under my feet is cool, and the scent of warm miso drifts in from the kitchen. My wife is already stirring the pot, just like she has for the past 60 years. I am 87 now, and still, every morning, I stretch my arms, take a deep breath, and walk outside without needing help. But I know this is not the case for everyone. In America, many elders my age have stopped walking altogether. I've read the letters. I've seen the news. They are not weak because they did something wrong, but because no one ever told them the quiet secret we Japanese have always known. What you eat before bed may decide whether your muscles stay or slowly disappear. The Journal of Cachexia, Sarcopenia and Muscle revealed that after 60, many lose 3 to 8% of muscle every decade, and even more if sleep or nutrition is poor. But what if one small bowl of food could help? Tonight, I'll share with you a simple dish I eat before sleep, and why I believe it has kept me strong. Before we begin, I'd love to know, where are you watching this from, and what time is it for you right now? Please let me know in the comments below. I truly look forward to reading them. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss what's coming next. Why American seniors lose muscle faster than the Japanese. When I visited my cousin in California years ago, I was shocked by what I saw at his retirement community. Men my age, some even younger, were using wheelchairs, unable to get up without someone lifting them. Many of them had strong minds, sharp eyes, and big hearts, but their legs were weak, their backs hunched. I remember thinking, this doesn't happen so soon in Japan. You see, in my village, most elders still walk to the local market or join the morning group stretches in the park. We bow, we move slowly, but we move. I have friends in their 90s who still plant vegetables. What makes the difference? It's not because we are special. It's because of how we treat our evenings, especially what we eat before we sleep. In America, dinner often means large portions, heavy meats, creamy sauces, and sweets after. It is a time of indulgence, of reward after a long day. But for us in Japan, dinner is a quiet ritual. A small bowl of rice, some grilled fish, a soup, steamed vegetables, and something warm and light before bed. It's not just about food, it's about restoring the body after a full day. But here's what many don't realize. After age 60, your body naturally loses muscle. This process is called sarcopenia. It's quiet, it's slow, but it's powerful. And if you don't protect your body each day, especially at night, you'll find that one day your legs no longer lift as they used to. Your arms no longer support you as they did. One winter, many years ago, I slipped on ice and injured my hip. I had to stay in bed for nearly a month. During that time, I lost muscle rapidly. I remember looking at my legs and barely recognizing them. Thin, soft, weak. My wife, bless her, started preparing something special every night. A warm bowl of miso soup with tofu, seaweed, and sometimes natto. Small, yes, but full of what my muscles needed to heal and rebuild. She would say to me, "Eat this, and your legs will walk again." And they did. We later learned that the fermented soy in those foods is rich in easily digestible protein, amino acids, and even compounds that support muscle growth while you sleep. No supplements, no medication, just food, just tradition. The truth is, many American elders are not told that their muscles can be saved or even rebuilt. They are told to rest, to avoid movement, to take pain pills. But what if the answer was in the kitchen? What if your evening meal could be your medicine? In Japan, we believe food is not just for the stomach. It's for the spirit, for strength, for healing. And every night is a chance to prepare the body for rest and recovery. The simple Japanese dish I always eat before bed. Every night, just before I slip under the warm covers of my futon, I sit quietly at the low wooden table in our kitchen. The lights are dim, the house is still, and there on the table is the same bowl I've had for decades. A simple miso soup, gently steaming, with soft cubes of tofu, ribbons of seaweed, and sometimes a spoonful of sticky natto on the side. This is my nighttime ritual. And it's not just tradition. It's my quiet weapon against weakness. You see, most people think of food as something you need during the day. Breakfast for energy, lunch to keep going, dinner to end the day. But in Japan, we think about what the body is doing while we sleep. And the answer is, it's repairing, restoring, rebuilding. That's why what you eat before bed matters more than most people realize. The dish I eat is more than soup. It's packed with complete protein from tofu and fermented soybeans. It contains tryptophan, which supports deeper sleep. It has natural probiotics that keep the gut healthy, something many elders struggle with. But more importantly, it provides essential amino acids, the building blocks of muscle. Fermented foods like miso and natto have long been treasured in Japanese homes. Not just because they're tasty, but because they preserve nutrients in a form the body can use quickly and easily. This is especially helpful as we age. Our digestion slows, our absorption weakens, but fermentation makes nutrients more accessible, more powerful, even in small portions. I remember when I was younger, watching my grandfather dip his chopsticks into his soup every night. He was thin, yes, but strong. At 93, he still swept the porch every morning, still tied his sandals without help. When I asked him once why he always ate miso before bed, he smiled and said, "Because my muscles listen when I sleep." At the time, I didn't understand. But now, I do. In recent years, studies have confirmed what our elders already knew. Researchers have found that nighttime protein intake, especially from plant-based fermented sources, can increase muscle protein synthesis during sleep. This means that instead of losing muscle overnight, your body can actually begin to rebuild it if you give it the right ingredients. Compare that to what many eat before bed in the West: ice cream, cookies, sugary snacks, or nothing at all. These choices may comfort the tongue, but they do little to protect the muscles. In fact, they may make things worse by raising blood sugar, disrupting sleep, and increasing inflammation. But a bowl of miso soup, it calms the stomach, settles the nerves, and whispers to the muscles, "You are safe now. You can grow." Some nights, I add a few cooked spinach leaves or a slice of soft-boiled egg. Other nights, it's just miso and tofu. Always warm, always light, always eaten with gratitude. This habit is not just about staying strong. It's about honoring the body that carries us even as it grows older. In Japan, we don't fight age. We nourish it. The 3 key nutrients that help preserve muscle while you sleep. When I was recovering from my fall years ago, my doctor told me, rest is important, but you also need to feed your muscles. I thought he meant meat, maybe steak or chicken, like I'd seen on TV. But my wife had something else in mind. Each night, she gave me her usual bowl of miso soup with tofu and a spoonful of natto. She said, "Trust what the old ways have always known." Back then, I didn't know what nutrients were inside that bowl. I just knew I began to sleep deeper. I had fewer cramps, and slowly, my legs felt stronger. Later, I learned the science behind it and what makes this simple food so powerful. Let me share with you the 3 key nutrients that helped me rebuild muscle night after night. 1. Leucine, the muscle activator. Leucine is an amino acid, a tiny building block your muscles absolutely need to grow. But it's not just any amino acid. It's the one that tells your body to start repairing muscle. Think of it as the on switch for rebuilding strength while you sleep. Tofu, natto, and miso, all made from soy, are rich in leucine. And unlike some heavy animal proteins, soy is gentler on an aging stomach, easier to digest, and doesn't burden the kidneys. Modern studies show that older adults need more leucine than younger people to trigger muscle repair. This is because our bodies become slower to respond. That's why eating the right food before sleep, especially food rich in leucine, is so essential after 60. 2. Tryptophan, the sleep helper that supports muscle. You may have heard of tryptophan around Thanksgiving. It's the amino acid in turkey that makes people feel sleepy. But it does much more than that. Tryptophan helps your body create serotonin and melatonin, 2 hormones that regulate your mood and your sleep cycle. And deep sleep is when your body does its best healing. Tofu and miso are good sources of tryptophan. When eaten in a warm soup before bed, they help calm the nervous system, making it easier to fall into restorative sleep, the kind where muscles are truly repaired. I often tell my grandchildren, you can't rebuild a house in the middle of a storm. Your body is the same. It needs peace to heal. That peace begins with good sleep, and tryptophan helps make that possible. 3. Isoflavones, the gentle protectors. Isoflavones are natural plant compounds found in soy that have been shown to reduce inflammation and support bone and muscle health, especially in older adults. They act like gentle guardians, protecting your tissues from damage, helping balance hormones, and even supporting heart health. Natto, in particular, is rich in isoflavones and also contains vitamin K2, which helps keep your bones strong and your blood flowing well. I remember a friend of mine, Mr. Tanaka, who used to suffer from restless legs and joint pain at night. His daughter, a nurse in Tokyo, started preparing small portions of natto and steamed greens for him before bed. Within weeks, his sleep improved and his morning walks became easier. It wasn't a miracle, it was just food. But food given with care, chosen with wisdom. The evening habits in Japan that help rebuild muscle during sleep. In my home, evenings are quiet. After dinner, we dim the lights and wash the dishes together. Slowly, my wife folds the laundry. I water the plants on the porch. There's no television shouting in the background, no phones at the table, no rush to do anything at all. This peaceful rhythm may seem simple, but over a lifetime, it has shaped our bodies as much as our spirits. When the sun sets in Japan, the body begins to prepare for restoration. Not just sleep, but true recovery. And every small habit we follow after sunset supports that healing, especially as we grow older and more fragile. Let me tell you about the evening customs that have helped keep my muscles strong and my sleep deep. We eat early, not late. In America, I noticed many people eat dinner at 8 or even 9 o'clock. Sometimes they snack again after. But in Japan, especially among the older generation, dinner is served early, often before 7 p.m. Eating early gives the body time to digest before sleep. It keeps blood sugar stable and allows nutrients to be absorbed gently without disrupting rest. And most importantly, It gives the nighttime healing process, including muscle repair, room to begin. When I eat late, I sleep poorly. I wake up feeling heavy, but when I eat early and light, I wake up with energy in my legs and clarity in my thoughts. We eat in silence or with gentle conversation. One of the most beautiful things about a Japanese dinner is the sound of it, or rather, the lack of sound. No TV, no loud debates, just soft conversation, the clinking of bowls, the steam rising from soup. This calm environment isn't just about manners. It actually helps the body enter a parasympathetic state, the rest and digest mode, where digestion improves, tension releases, and sleep comes easier. A peaceful dinner helps the nutrients in your food go where they're needed, into your muscles, into your bones, into healing. We chew slowly, with gratitude. I was taught as a child, chew each bite at least 30 times, not because it's a rule, but because it teaches respect for the food, for the farmers, for the body. Chewing slowly helps the digestive system start its work before the food even reaches your stomach. It also gives your brain time to recognize fullness so you don't overeat. And as we age, slower eating is especially important for preventing bloating, indigestion, and even choking. Each bite becomes a way to say to your body, "Thank you for carrying me today. Here is what you need to repair." We let go of the day before we sleep. In Japan, it's common to take a warm bath in the evening, not just to clean the body, but to cleanse the mind. Afterward, we often do a little stretching, some light breathing, or just sit in stillness. This calm routine lowers cortisol, the stress hormone, and helps trigger deep, slow-wave sleep, which is when the body does most of its physical repair, including muscle regeneration. My wife and I have followed this pattern for decades, and I believe it's one of the reasons why we've remained strong, not just in body, but in heart. The 5 common mistakes that make muscle loss worse. In America, when I visited my daughter's home in Seattle, I was grateful for her care and warmth. But I noticed something right away. Her refrigerator was full of sugary yogurts, processed snacks, and microwave dinners. Not much looked fresh. And most nights, she didn't eat until after 9 p.m. I gently asked her, "Do you feel rested when you wake up?" She smiled. "Not really. I feel heavy, and I've been losing strength in my arms." What I saw reminded me how easily small habits can harm the body, especially after 60. So allow me, an old man from the mountains of Japan, to share the quiet mistakes I've seen and what you can do instead. Mistake number 1, skipping protein at dinner. Our American elders eat toast, salad, or cereal for dinner. These may feel light and easy, but they often lack protein, the single most important nutrient your muscles need at night. As we age, our ability to process protein weakens. That means we don't just need some protein. We need quality protein in the right amount and at the right time. Even a small serving of tofu, soft fish, or eggs can make a difference. Without it, your muscles quietly shrink each night, no matter how active you were during the day. Mistake number 2, drinking sugary milk before bed. Many believe a warm glass of milk helps you sleep. This may be true for children, but for older adults, especially those with blood sugar imbalances, this habit may do more harm than good. Most store-bought milk in America has added sugar or is paired with chocolate, flavorings, or cereals. When consumed at night, these sugars spike insulin, interrupt deep sleep, and may even increase nighttime inflammation. Instead, try warm water with a slice of ginger or a gentle miso broth. Let your body rest, not react. Mistake number 3. Eating dessert after dinner. Ice cream, cookies, pie. I understand the joy these treats bring. But the body does not heal well when blood sugar is high. At night, your body should be repairing tissues, calming the mind, and cleaning the brain. But a sugary dessert can pull your system in the opposite direction, causing poor sleep, restless legs, and muscle breakdown over time. In Japan, we often finish dinner with a slice of steamed apple or a warm banana. Natural sweetness, easy digestion, and no inflammation. Mistake number 4. Eating too late. In many American homes, dinner happens when the day is already ending, after errands, appointments, and television shows. This means food goes into the body just before sleep, when digestion is already slowing down. Late meals cause the body to work overnight, not rest. This leads to bloating, poor sleep, and weaker muscle recovery. In contrast, in Japan, elders often finish dinner before sunset. The body digests while still awake, and sleep becomes deeper and more healing. Mistake number 5. Going to bed dehydrated. Many elders fear drinking water at night because of nighttime urination. But mild dehydration can also cause muscle cramps, poor circulation, and disrupted sleep. The key is not to drink large amounts, but to take small, steady sips during dinner and in the early evening. Warm barley tea, broth, or even cucumber water can gently hydrate the body without overloading the bladder. Muscles need water to repair, just like plants need water to grow. The ideal Japanese-inspired dinner to restore muscle. Overnight, when I was a child, dinner was never about filling the belly. It was about restoring the body. My grandmother used to say, "Tonight's food is tomorrow's strength." And now, in my late 80s, I see how true her words were. If you've been feeling weaker, if your legs ache more than they used to, if your balance feels less steady, or if your arms tire too quickly, please don't ignore it. These are quiet signals from your muscles asking for care. Let me show you what we eat in Japan to answer that call. Here is what a gentle, healing dinner might look like in my home. Each part of this meal plays a small role in helping the body rest, repair, and rebuild muscle through the night. A small bowl of rice. Not too much, just a few bites. In Japan, we often use white rice or a blend of white and brown. The rice provides gentle carbohydrates that help tryptophan enter the brain, improving sleep quality. It also gives the body a bit of energy to power the repair process overnight. Rice doesn't need to be avoided, it simply needs to be respected. A bowl of miso soup with tofu. This is the heart of the meal. The miso provides fermented nutrients and probiotics. The tofu offers soft, plant-based protein and a source of leucine, which helps trigger muscle repair. The soup is warm, comforting, and easy to digest, making it ideal for older adults, especially before bed. You can add thin slices of shiitake mushrooms or chopped green onions for flavor and extra minerals. Lightly steamed vegetables, a handful of greens like spinach, bok choy, or shredded cabbage, gently steamed and seasoned with a little sesame oil or soy sauce. Vegetables bring antioxidants, fiber, and subtle anti-inflammatory effects. They also help the body stay alkaline, which supports muscle preservation. This is especially important for elders who may consume more acidic foods or medications. A small portion of grilled fish or tamago, steamed egg. Just a slice of fish, like salmon or mackerel. or a piece of Japanese-style steamed egg custard, chawanmushi. Both are rich in protein and omega-3 fats, which help reduce inflammation and support joint health. The portions are small, not enough to feel heavy, just enough to nourish. And because these proteins are soft and easy to chew, they're perfect for older adults with sensitive digestion or missing teeth. Optional: a spoonful of natto, fermented soybeans. I'll be honest, natto is not for everyone. Its sticky texture and strong flavor take time to love. But it is a powerhouse for muscle and bone health, thanks to its high content of vitamin K2, protein, probiotics, and isoflavones. Even one spoonful before bed can support muscle preservation and circulation. You can mix it with a little soy sauce and green onion to soften the taste. A slice of steamed apple or banana. If we want something sweet, we don't eat cake. We steam fruit. A warm apple slice with cinnamon or half a banana offers a gentle sweetness and natural potassium, helping prevent muscle cramps and support sleep. No sugar crash, no inflammation, just nature. Serve simply. At 89, I no longer chase strength the way I did in my youth. I don't lift heavy things or walk fast, but I still rise each morning on my own. I still stretch my arms to the sky. I still carry groceries home from the market. Not because I am lucky, but because every evening I choose to care for this body, quietly, consistently, with the food I eat, the way I breathe, and the peace I invite before sleep. If you are watching this and feeling weaker than you used to, please don't give up. Muscle loss is not just a part of aging. It is a message, one you can answer starting tonight. You don't need a miracle. You need a bowl of warmth, a small change, a little consistency, and above all, a belief that your body is still listening. Try one small change tonight, and tomorrow notice how you feel. If this story gave you hope or a new idea to try, please share in the comments. I truly read each one, and if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. We're just getting started. Your strength is still here. Let's find it together.